Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to show how to create that Instagram eyeshadow look. I'm going to show this only on one eye because my skin broke out a lot, so I didn't want to do full face of makeup. Let me know in the comments down below if I should do more of such videos. And in this video I'm going to show how to do a classic cut crease look. So without further ado, let's get started. I like to start clean and do my eyebrows. It helps the eyeshadow look much cleaner and better. You can thread, wax, shave or even rock your natural eyebrows, whatever makes you feel good. And if you're shaving your eyebrows, please be careful. I have a video on how I shave my face and eyebrows, but if you want a separate video on how to shave eyebrows, please let me know. I would love to make that video. As you can see, it makes a huge difference doing your eyebrows. The next step is totally optional. If you have colored lenses and if you like to wear them, you can, because I feel they look much better. It really depends on your personal preference, but I like to wear colored lenses whenever I'm doing different eyeshadow looks. The lenses I'm using in this video are by Fresh Look in the shade grey. They look really good, but they are not very comfortable. So if you have any other brand suggestions, please let me know in the comments down below. You can choose to apply foundation all over your face before doing eyeshadow or after. It really depends on you. I prefer to do it before doing my eyeshadow, and you're going to do some complicated eyeshadow, do your eyeshadow before putting foundation so that you don't mess your base after it's done. Next step is to prime your eyelids. For this you can use an eyeshadow primer, but I don't think a lot of people use that anymore. A normal concealer would do, because the concealers these days are so great. So the concealer will make a proper base for your eyeshadow to go on, and it will also neutralize if you have any pigmentation on your eyelids, because if you have pigmentation on your eyelids, the eyeshadows won't show their true color after you put them on. So make sure to neutralize your eyelids, especially if you have pigmentation. I used a darker shade of concealer to neutralize the pigmentation first, and then I applied a brighter shade of concealer. You can even apply the lighter shade of concealer to shape your eyebrows, like on top and bottom. It is very famous on Instagram and it really looks good for Instagram tutorials. So if you're into that kind of stuff, please do that. And after putting on the foundation or concealer, put powder on top so that it is set properly. And if your lids are oily, it's gonna set that too, because if your lids remain oily, it can make your eyeshadow crease. And having a matte base also helps in blending your eyeshadow, especially your crease colors. Next step is to fill in your eyebrows. You can choose to do this after your eyeshadow is done, but I like to do it before the eyeshadow because it gives me a proper image, like how my eyeshadow would look like with my brow shape. This is just my personal preference. You can do whatever you like. I'm using an eyeshadow here to fill in my eyebrows. You can obviously use your eyebrow pencil or anything you use to fill in your eyebrows. And after filling them in, I like to use a spoolie and kind of brush through my eyebrows to blend the shade. I like to start with a lighter shade and then build it up by adding darker shades. The more colors you put, the more complicated your eyeshadow looks and the more professional it looks. And also blending is the key. Lightly hold your brush towards the end. Don't hold towards the bristles because it's going to give you more control, and you want to have a lighter control for blending your crease colors. So try to move your wrists more than your hands and have less control for the crease color. I also like to put the shade I put in my crease under my eyes. You can choose to do it in the end after your main eyeshadow is done, or you can even do it simultaneously while you're doing the crease. I like to do it at the same time so that I don't forget which shades I used later. Please be free to play with colors. Just put different colors on top of each other and have fun. You just have to practice and practice. It's gonna make you better each time. And also remember, nobody's judging you. You're just getting better than yesterday. I'm also practicing with you guys. I am not perfect, obviously, and since we are in a quarantine, this is the best time. Just take some time out of your day for this. If you want to get better at makeup, not just makeup, whatever field you want to get better at, just take some time out of your day. It can be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, and do something about it. Just practice and make yourself better than yesterday. Whatever tools and makeup products I'm using in this video will be linked down in the description box below. So if you want to know about any product in detail, you can just check out the description box. And as I build up darker shades, I also use smaller blending brushes, because if you use bigger blending brushes for darker colors directly, it might just go all over the place. And I want to concentrate the darker shades on smaller areas. That's why I like to use smaller brushes. While applying darker shade, I like to pat on the shadow first on the outer corner and then slowly blend in the crease. I'm not directly applying this in the crease, since I want a little bit of shadow to be on my outer corner as well. Also, while applying any crease color, I first touch my brush towards the end, like towards the outer corner, and then slowly blend inwards, because if you directly start from inside, the inner corner of your eyeshadow is going to be much darker than the rest, and we want the outer corner to look darker than the rest. So that's how our eye naturally looks. So we are trying to do that. And after I'm done blending the darker shade with the smaller blending brush, I just like to blend everything with a bigger blending brush again. And when you're putting darker shade, you put very little at first, not too much, because it's not easy to blend. It's easier to build up darker shades than remove and start over. So please start with very little eyeshadow, especially if you're working with, you know, dark brown and black and stuff. This is my favorite brush to apply shadows underneath my eyes. Next, I wanted a hint of pink, so I'm just adding a pink color on top of it and just blending everything. You can add any shade you like, just play with colors as I said. Next, I'm applying a black shade. I'm first patting on the shade towards the outer corner and then blending it. Blending black shadows can be really difficult, you guys, so please start with very less shadow. Since the black wasn't working out, I kind of mixed it with a dark brown shade, and I'm doing the same steps again and applying it on the outer corner and then slowly blending it in the crease. Next, to slightly warm up my eyeshadow look, I'm using this warm shade and mixing a bit of warm brown in it. Again, applying the same shades underneath my eyes. Then I'm just taking my bigger blending brush and blending on the edges, because we want the edges to be really smooth and blended out, and we don't want a harsh line there. So take little bit more time to blend your edges. Next, I'm going to cut my crease with a concealer. Now to do this step, use a flat brush. If you use a blending brush here, it's not gonna work out. We want to concentrate the product here and we want to pat on the product. So for this purpose, use a flat brush. You can cut your crease as high as you like. Today I went too much high. Usually I don't do such high cut crease, but I just wanted to experiment. You can stop wherever you like. First, kind of get an idea till where you want to cut the crease and kind of draw a line there, and then from the inner corner you can join it there. It will be much easier than drawing an imaginary line. You can set your concealer with powder in case you want to play with matte shadows and do more blending on your cut crease, but since we are going to use a shimmer, I'm not going to set it with powder because shimmer shows more on a wet concealer than on a matte base. To blend the concealer with the rest of the shadow, I'm using these two shades and slightly blending it. For this, I'm using a smaller blending brush. You can also use your finger to do this. Next, I'm applying the shimmery shade with my finger because these shades show the best when you use your finger. But towards the edges and some places where we don't get much precision with finger, you can use a smaller brush for that. I didn't want it to look too golden, so I'm taking this other shimmery shade called Bubbly and applying it in the middle. At any point while doing your eyeshadow, you can just take a picture on your phone and see where you are at, because when we look in the mirror, we don't tend to notice the mistakes, but our photos catch a lot of mistakes. So just stare at your photo and see where you made your mistakes. And we tend to see the mistakes after eyeshadow is done in the picture, but then it's too late. So before it's too late, just correct them now. If you feel your crease has gone lighter or you need a little bit more shadow there, you can just take a smaller brush. I'm using an angled brush here, but you can take any smaller brush and kind of flick it upwards by applying little bit more shade. Next step is to highlight your inner corners and your brow bone. This step makes such a huge difference. I'm also applying the shimmery shade underneath my eyes towards the inner corner, not entirely. Next step is to give finishing touches. For this you can apply an eyeliner. I'm going to skip eyeliner because I'm not the eyeliner kind of person. You can apply mascara, of course. Mascara makes such a huge difference because eyeshadows fall onto our lashes, making them whiter. So to just darken them up and just to add more volume, thicken them up, or whatever you use your mascara for, it's gonna do that. I'm also applying false eyelashes. I love to apply false eyelashes, especially when I'm doing eyeshadow looks. For this I like to use my tweezer, and I first place my eyelash in the middle and then join the rest of the corners. If you want a detailed tutorial on how to apply false eyelashes, please let me know in the comments down below. Next step, and the most important step, is to pose. So if you're posing for Instagram, find a good source of light. Sunlight is the best, and find your best angle and just pose. Take videos, take pictures, take as many pictures as you want, and then choose the best one and then edit it if you want and then post, and that's how you get an Instagram eyeshadow look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every Saturday, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.